What's going on? It's Fist, bringing it straight from my heart for me to you, because that's what I do. Throwback Fridays. It could be Throwback Thursday. Maybe we had a snow day. That's why you see snow on the screen now. I'm just kidding. Modern Warfare 2. This is where it left off. And Titanfall has begun. So the reason I'm posting this video, it's the end of one era and into the next. So I want you to see where Zampella and West left off, where Call of Duty fun left off, and now it's began with Titanfall. And maybe people are not getting it yet, but they're projecting that Titanfall is going to do 6 million units by the end of this year, which is pretty damn good, considering that Call of Duty Ghosts only sold 7 million between the Xbox One and the Xbox 360. So selling 6 million right off the rip on this console, if it would have been released Titanfall on the PS4 or every other console, it'd have been pretty much over for Call of Duty. And you know, you look at this game and you're like, this is where the fun ended for Call of Duty, and now it's beginning with Titanfall. So I find it fitting to do this last commentary of Call of Duty on a Modern Warfare 2 commentary. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to be my very last commentary on a Call of Duty game, because who knows? Can Sledgehammer bring that magic back? I don't think so, because we live in a society that the gaming society is very weird. Once you get blackballed, you're gone. You know what I mean? And once you got a name that you're known for, you're always going to be in. So when West and Zampella they left, and it was their game, and everybody knows it's their game. Of course, any game that they make is going to be, you know, promoted as such. But you know, another thing too, the reason why Titanfall was at the right place at the right time is that Microsoft was, you know, they're suffering in sales. So they went out of their way to ante up a lot of money to support Titanfalls and commercials, advertising. I mean, they got a lot of help being at the right place at the right time. You know what? The bottom line is that you know, Xbox and Microsoft don't give a shit. They have no loyalty to nobody. You know, you're on their platform, and they're going where the hype is at. So if Titanfall is getting more hype than Call of Duty, they're going to support that game. And that's just the way it is. And unfortunately, until Call of Duty comes out with a new engine, a brand new engine, using the Unreal 4 or Cry 3 engine or something of that nature, Snow engine, it's not going to happen for them. You're not going to make it on this engine. You know, you could barely make it on the Titanfall source engine. I'm not really happy with those graphics. But if you're going to want to come correct, or take out Call of Duty or Titanfall or any of those first-person shooters, you need to come out with a next-gen engine. And that's why I'm so attracted to Killzone and Blacklight Retribution. It may not be the best. They may not be the best games, but they're next-gen games. They're next-gen games and graphics, and they're next-gen games and ideas. And, you know, you look at games in that respect as if you've been gaming a very long time, you're looking for that one separation, 1 degree of separation. That's why you'll play. And in order to establish a foundation, you need those type of gamers and those hardcore people to come along and say, look, you know, these are the guys that are touting your game as new, different, try it. And that's what I do. I get on YouTube, and unfortunately I haven't had a chance to do more commentaries because I've been too busy acclimating myself to Killzone and Blacklight and Titanfall. So you're talking 3 new games within 1 week that I'm trying to learn, and I really don't have time to sit down and do a commentary over the gameplay because, you know, my day is really short. You know, I got a lot of kids, I got a family. I mean, you know, kids are like tornadoes. I mean, you're constantly cleaning after them, blah 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 blah. So when I get some time and everybody's to bed, I finally sit down. I want to stream because that's where the most of my enjoyment comes from. And by the time I do that, it's over. I'm not gonna sit down and record a game and do a commentary during the day because it just takes up my time unless I'm into the game and I have it. Well, not into the game, but I fluidly have the game down, so that way I could just hop on the game. You know, I know I'm going to get a good gameplay or get a game that, you know, is worth watching, and then just do the commentary. And I know some people just don't even care about commentaries, but that's fine. I mean, these are all new games, so there's stuff to talk about that is not like Call of Duty, where you're just sitting there talking about nothing, you know, and everybody already knows everything about the game, and the graphics look bland, and da-da-da-da-da. So that's why I like these games. Blacklight and Killzone and Titanfall. I could sit down and be like, well, this is what I found out. Check this out. You guys should play it. It's so much fun. You know, it's better than Call of Duty. You know, it's something different. And so that's what I enjoy. You know, I enjoy. You know, I'm broadening my horizons with the first-person shooter genre. And you know, I might venture off into other games like H-Hour, which is a SOCOM remake. I mean, it took forever for these guys to come together in the community and do this game too as well. But I'm looking forward to playing a lot different first-person shooters. I really don't care how bad they are. It just to me, it's like I look at it almost as if I were a developer and say, okay, I would take this part out of this game. This looks pretty cool. So I'm more or less looking at stuff now, whereas I could borrow it to make my own game. I mean, that's the mindset that I'm looking at right now. I'm not really going, oh, this game just sucks and I'm gonna quit. You know, I'll play through it. You know, I'll play through it to check it out and see how much fun or what is the best parts about it or what can I grab out of it. You know, and those are the things I look forward to. So, you know, when you look at games like this and you go, oh, Modern Warfare 2, and Wes and Zappella left off of this, and you went to Titanfall, you know, you appreciate and you look back and you go, you know what, these are some great memories. I miss games like this. I miss doing commentaries where it was fun. You know, it's too bad that you have two different factories or developing teams working on a console or on the game, and they can't come up with you know, they can't collaborate together to make good things, or take the best out of all the games that they've had, and come up with a great version. You know what I mean? I mean, if you're working on a game for 7 years and you just sit there and you don't take the good and the bad, and you take out the bad and you add the good and stop adding new problems, it's like, you know, you look at that and you're like, if they're not even going to do that, then obviously they got a problem, and why even waste my time? And so, you know, I say to myself, like, why even do it? You know, I'm very happy to what I have now and what I'm playing, and that's that. You know, am I gonna play Call of Duty? Like I said, they're gonna have to surprise my ass. I think they're gonna have to surprise a lot of community. I think they highly underestimated Titanfall. I think the CEO should be fired, to be honest with you, for Activision, for not having a contingency plan for Titanfall. I mean, basically Titanfall's just took all your subscriber base overnight on the Xbox. And then Activision went and made a 1.8 gigabyte patch for the PS4. And I know it's for frame degradation, you know, and people will say it's not degradation, it's the PS4 it's the PS4 overcomputing the 1080p. It's not degradation. It is degradation. When you go around the corner and it's not progressing, it is degradation to me. So, you know, I'm saying to myself, they're gonna have to come correct with a lot of good things in this game for me to come back. So, you know, I don't hate Call of Duty. I think that the model that we're looking at is a great model. You know, the engine or the design or the philosophy. Like I said, come with some better graphics. Just go through, and why don't you guys just do a damn questionnaire? Like, you know, do the Boolean statement, the if-then statement. Do you like this map? If you don't like this map, why don't you like this map? Do you like support streaks? Why don't you like support streaks? Leave us a message. You know, they should do a damn survey. As much money and resources that Activision had, they never did like a tree of questioning or random surveying on people who, you know, post the most videos or play the game the most. And they never thought to do that. Never thought that you have these days. If you're going independent or if you're going to do a studio, you have to invite people into the process of the game. I mean, that's what H-Hour did. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this old school commentary. I'm going to try to do some more. Stay tuned. I'm going to try to do Killzone, Blacklight, and Titanfall commentaries. Until next time, get the fuck out of here.